Did you realize a lot of wisdom can be cultivated from the farm? What I mean is that animals can be our role models when it comes to diet, exercise, and reducing some of the most pervasive diseases like diabetes. Here to share more on that, as it's outlined in her new book, Eat Like a Pig, Run Like a Horse, is author Anastacia Marx De Salcedo. So tell us a little bit more about what's in those pages, because when we're talking about kind of eating what we want, but making sure our exercise is keeping up with the caloric intake. Want to know, how do you strike that balance?
Well, and actually, it's interesting. The title, Eat Like a Pig, Run Like a Horse, they're very linked, which is you can eat like a pig if you run like a horse. But if you don't do those two things, then you should watch it. But overall, I don't think that you should be thinking so much about exercise as a way to burn calories, but as a way to have good health.
Right. Okay. So it kind of goes against the grain of a lot of these fad diets when we're talking about the paleo diet and the keto-friendly diet and all those things. So maybe you can break down how people should rethink the way they eat food and exercise.
Sure. Yeah. One of the things that I'm saying here, I'm not saying that diet is unimportant, but what I'm saying is once you meet your baseline requirements for proteins, for fats, for carbohydrates, vitamins and minerals, then there's really nothing to be gained in following a special diet. Of course, you should probably watch the sugary beverages, and yes, you do need to eat your vegetables. But overall, as long as you're meeting your baseline, you're good. Where all that good stuff is going to come from is exercise.
Right. So we don't need to stress out too much about what's on our plate as much as we have been in the past, but it is still possible for people to out-eat their exercise. Is that right?
Yes, and there's also some good news on that front, which is that it turns out that no matter what weight category that you fall into, whether you are a normal weight, whether you're overweight, or even obese, if you are fit, you are going to be healthier. In fact, there is some studies which have been done by researcher Glenn Geisner at Arizona State University, where he looked at fitness and fatness in every BMI category, and found that, in fact, fit people always do better than unfit people, no matter what their weight category. So they have unfit people have a greater death rate from any cause, and unfit people have a greater death rate from cardiovascular disease.
So you had mentioned obesity and fit in the same sentence. How can you be obese and fit at the same time when we've heard many studies about obesity that contributes to all kinds of diseases like the diabetes, joint issues, heart issues? So how do you make that connection?
Well, one of the things that happens is that because in these studies, people don't look at fitness. So there's a smaller category of people who are obese and fit, but there are obese and fit people, and they have generally will have good markers, good blood pressure, good cholesterol, good triglycerides. It's just that they're a smaller percentage of the obese category. But you can be healthy at any weight, and fitness is the way to that health.
You say that the old saying is food is medicine. Well, it's exercise is medicine. I love the title of your book, Eat Like a Pig, Run Like a Horse. Really interesting information in there. I want to thank you so much, Anastacia, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Layla.
We're back after this.